Hi Saif, thank you for joining us. Would you mind telling me a bit about yourself and your role at IBM Services?
My name is Saif. I am a partner in our consulting services practice. I'm responsible for process re-engineering, essentially. My team helps clients around the world with some of their biggest, hairiest, most complex process re-engineering problems. Essentially, where are we at today? Where do we want to be tomorrow? And how are we going to change what we do and meld and fuse and use new technology to get there?
So in what arenas do you and IBM Services partner with your clients?
IBM is obviously a worldwide brand. We cover nearly every industry, every domain, every sector that you would imagine. My personal experience is fundamentally within distribution. So distribution in our world is retail, CPG, travel and transport. That's really where I spent the majority of my career. I've worked with many of the largest clients out there, helped them set up new operations, helped them reimagine their firm, help them execute.
What would you say are the top challenges OPEX leaders are facing today?
I think we've heard this before. The world is a really complex place these days. What we thought we knew, we then uncovered we didn't really know, and it's kind of the old is new is old is new again. So general complexity, I think, is almost driving inertia, and the inertia is ultimately what kills businesses. So we really help our clients try and see through the complexity and take small, meaningful steps on a much bigger path. Recognize that clients often say, I've got an overarching strategy and this is where I want to be and this is how I'm going to get there. But if you can't break that down into manageable steps, it's almost impossible to move forward.
So how do you think emerging technologies are impacting OPEX leaders' focus and attention?
IBM has been at the cutting edge of innovative technology for more than 100 years. We've seen everything from the punch card to the barcode to the semiconductor to the global computing machine, the cloud, everything along that continuum. We see several technologies that are really transforming the way that clients are engaging with process re-engineering, that they're finding value in, and ultimately they're being able to execute faster, more efficiently, more accurately. No surprise, RPA is a true space that most people now have some involvement with, and I think that's become a very tried and trusted approach to taking out cost and effort and essentially driving the re-engineering process. Many of our clients are now stepping above that and getting into the space of intelligent automation or AI, the artificial intelligence and the intersect of those two components. And essentially where we can drive an AI-supported process with a strong execution technology, maybe that's RFID, maybe it's an IoT sensor, we essentially see the infusion of the cost takeout, the advanced analytics, and that is what we're seeing change the nature of our clients' business.
What considerations do you think should be taken when looking to build a cognitive enterprise?
Cognitive enterprise for our customers is really about taking their existing business model and portraying that or refreshing that in a mechanism that allows them to be exponentially impactful. And there are several examples out there, but ultimately it's about taking that inside-out transformation, saying, who am I, what is my very essence, and how do I expose that to my customers, be they other businesses, be they consumers, or whoever I engage with. I see the complexity there. I see this as a challenging environment for people to work in, and there's so many opportunities, so many areas that people can drive towards. But I think part of what we bring to the table and part of what my colleagues and I help with is really bringing clarity, helping clients understand precisely where they need to go and invest for the best return, precisely how they're going to break a large program down into small, manageable steps, and ultimately drive business value.
Saif, tell me, what is meant by intelligent workflows?
Intelligent workflows is essentially the re-engineering of a client's processes. So think about how historically men were supporting machines. It was man supporting process, which was essentially the execution arm. We've now flipped that on its head, and we're saying we're going to have processes supported by men. So the processes themselves are actually intelligent, the bots, the machines, the execution arms. And we can now scale human interaction. We can scale the execution capacity. So that means, for example, in a production factory, I can increase my production significantly. It might mean in an insurance or a financial services business, I can get through a lot of my process much, much quicker with much fewer staff. So it's bringing the intelligence to the process to drive the execution.
What kind of approaches differentiate IBM services from other providers?
IBM Services has obviously a deep-rooted track record in transformation, and really digital transformation. So we're deeply fortunate to have a significant army of industry experts. These are people that have been in industry, they've walked essentially in our customers' shoes, they understand the pains and challenges that exist within that industry, and they have been exposed to some of the world's best and brightest. So we're able to take the ideation into the planning cycle, into the execution. There are very few clients out there, very few partners out there, should I say, that have that end-to-end breadth and essentially commit to that whole life cycle with the customer.
So what advice do you have for business leaders ready to reinvent or reimagine their business for the future?
I would say it's something you have to be quite pragmatic about. You need to be, let me restate that. You need to be a visionary, but with a sense of pragmatism. And what does that mean? That's essentially saying be bold, be brave. You have to be brave, because if you're not, your competition will be. But equally, if you try and transform your business tomorrow, that you might need a more of a phased approach to allow for the business to move along with you. There's another part here, of course, which is recognizing that technology isn't the only answer. It's also the human interaction. Ultimately, we are businesses built on people. We have to ensure that our people, our associates, our clients are willing to move along with us. So, be a visionary, set the path, ensure everyone's moving along the same path with you.
Thank you very much, Saif. That's been absolutely brilliant, and thank you for joining us at the OPEX Exchange.
Thank you.